You're breaking up with me.
Part of the sentence didn't you understand?
Over Tate Harmon? I don't get it.
Then let me make it clear. You and I are over.
So the receptionist knows to send anyone who wants to be tested down here. We're going to be taking you in one at a time.
Okay. And how long till we get the results?
I wish I could tell you that. We're going to be starting with immediate family first. That's where we have the best possible chance of finding a match.
What if we don't find a match?
They will.
Just let her die, please.
I'll be back as soon as the lab is ready.
Thanks, Michael.
Vicky, if there's a match out there, I guarantee you we will find it.
Today, the role of Antonio Vega will be played by Robert Montana.
What are you thinking?
How lucky we are that Bree's not sick. I miss her. I miss holding her.
You will again. When you're not so tired.
Where is she?
Your mother took her back to Landfair. What is it?
I just can't help but wonder how many more times I'm going to get to see her. How many more times I'm going to get to hold her.
Till she's 80. And you're 100.
Antonio, I have cancer. And if we don't find a compatible liver donor, I'm not going to live to see my next birthday.
Yeah, come in.
Hey, what's up, Dad?
Matthew Budd. Where's your mom?
Thought maybe you would know.
What, wasn't she supposed to pick you up after school?
She didn't show. I got Mariana to me.
Doesn't sound like your mom.
Even if she was running late for work, wouldn't she have you or Marianne come and get me?
Yeah, well, you know what? Let me just find out where she is.
I did something really stupid, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You forgot to sound like you mean it.
Tell me what you want, and I'll do it.
I just want things to go back the way they used to be.
They can.
They can't. I can't forget what you did, Rex.
It's not like I'm an axe murderer.
This is what I'm talking about. You're not really sorry. Something's gone wrong between us, and you have no idea how to fix it.
I just read the article, online edition of the Banner, an hour ago about Jessica needing a liver donor.
It was in the Banner?
Yeah, your mother thought a plea for donors would help not only Jesse, but other patients.
I'm Jessica's uncle. Maybe I'm compatible.
Jessica already has Lawrence blood running through her veins. She doesn't need any closer ties with that family.
No bad thoughts, okay? We'll find a donor.
Even if we do, it might be too late. What if the cancer spread?
If you think like that, it will be
I
you.
have to face reality.
You know what reality is?
I love you. And I won't let anything take you away from me. Your mom's office doesn't know where she is.
Well, maybe Evangelino's.
No, her secretary said that she's not there either.
Do you think something happened to Mom?
You know what? I think she's at a meeting away from the office, and she just lost track of time.
Yeah, but I left a message on her cell phone. She always calls me right back unless she's in court.
Well, let me try. I got her voicemail, too.
Well, sometimes she forgets to charge her battery.
Come in.
Commissioner, can I talk to you?
Yeah, sure. Grab a seat there, Matthew. I'll be right back.
All right.
Got a 911 call on an open line.
Were you able to trace the call?
Christian Vega's cell phone.
All right. Get a hold of the cell phone company, see if they can find out which tower it came from. Okay, thanks. Matthew, I'm going to have Officer Watkins drive you back to your grandpa's house, okay?
Did you find out anything about Mom?
No, but I'm going to call you as soon as I hear from her. All right?
Okay. Love you.
You too. Enjoy the donuts. Nick, Jerry, you with me?
Dorian, that was uncalled for.
If Miles could save Jessica's life, what does it matter who he is?
He is a Lawrence, so he no doubt has some ulterior motive.
Yeah, believe whichever you want to believe. I'm not my brother.
What about your involvement with Todd's disappearance?
Dorian, stop it. Today's about Jessica, nothing else.
Fine.
Listen, Miles. I'm sorry about this, but everybody's on edge.
I never knew my brother, but I've heard a lot about him. I understand Dr. Lord's suspicions.
Letting her get off easy.
Your dad's right. Today's only about Jessica. I'd like to be tested.
Thanks.
Is Mom okay?
I'm not sure. I'll check on her.
Clint, would you like to be first?
Yeah, of course. Let's do it. Sorry.
What do you have to be sorry about? Worrying about Jessica? We all are.
I heard what Clint said to you.
I was thoughtless.
You know, if Miles is a match, then...
Oh, that's really good news.
You don't sound like you mean it.
He's a Lawrence.
So?
Jessica's biological father, Mitch Lawrence, was an evil, evil man.
Oh. And you think that runs in the liver?
Miles was very close friends with Spencer Truman, and I don't think we should trust him.
Don't let Dorian upset you. She doesn't trust anyone.
I'm not my brother.
You don't have to prove that to her. Or to me.
Thanks.
Just don't make me eat my words.
Right now, all I want to do is help Jessica.
I will do anything to prove I love you.
Protecting me from Tate isn't love.
He's dangerous.
Only in your mind, Rex. And you didn't just hurt him. Pre-orders for Exposed have gone down since you outed him.
I'm sorry. The last thing I wanted to do was hurt you.
Well, maybe you should have thought of that instead of all the other crazy stuff that's poisoning your brain.
I'll do anything you want. Just let me make it up to you.
Is that the truth? Or are you just saying it to get me back?
Both.
God, Liz. She's alive. Get that door open. Come on, gentlemen. Move. Go. Nora. Get on the horn. Get an ambulance over here and back up. All available units.
Dispatch, this is Willard. We need backup immediately.
Rick?
Clear.
What's up? All right. Everybody's alive, barely. No visible injuries.
Commissioner.
I'm okay. I'm dizzy. You okay? Look, it's gotta be gas. Come on. Let's move. Get these people out of here. We gotta find the source. Come on. Nora. All right, call CSU. Also get another ambulance over here. Tell them we got 2 DAs down. Okay. Christian, you okay?
Is that Lindsay?
Yeah, she got hit in the head.
How are the others?
Saeed's breathing is shallow. Same with Nora. Evangeline. We're doing all we can.
You know, I'd sell my soul to save Jessica.
I'm sure. They're going to find a donor. Believe me, they will.
Thank you for being there when Paige gave me the news.
I am a trained physician, and besides which, Clint didn't want you left alone.
He's a good man.
The best.
Yeah.
But you're not making it any easier for him. You don't hide your feelings for Jessica.
I love her.
I know, but her family really is dealing with enough right now.
I am her family. My daughter and I are her family.
However, you are not her husband.
I'm not leaving her.
Of course you're not. I understand. I would move heaven or hell to be with the people I love.
I just want her to get well.
Yes. Of course you do. It's going to be all right, I promise. How'd it go?
Fine. That's the easy part. At least it makes you feel like you're doing something.
Nash, you want to go next?
Wild horses.
Thank you.
I'm sorry about the way I was with Miles earlier.
I'm sorry that I snapped at you.
I deserved it. I was out of line.
You know, it doesn't make one bit of difference that Jessica and I don't share the same blood. In my heart, she's my daughter. But right now, biology matters. Her life depends on that.
Hepatitis C. It's like the last thing I would expect Jessica to have. How did she get it?
Not a pretty story.
Vicky, can I get you a cup of coffee or anything else?
No, thank you. What I need is a miracle.
You've already done everything that you can. It's out of your control now.
Maybe not.
You can't control what happens to me.
But you can control how this goes down. You put enough good energy out there, a donor will be found.
Do you really believe that?
I know it. God led me to you. He won't take you away from me now.
How can you be sure?
Faith in my love for you. Faith that you're strong enough to beat this.
Antonio's right.
What are you doing here?
I just got back from the lab. It's your turn to be tested.
I'll ask Natalie to keep you company.
No, it's okay. I want Nash to stay with me.
You sure?
Yeah, we have to talk about Bree in case something happens.
But I thought you already had that talk.
We're not finished.
Okay. All right. Yell if you need me.
Antonio, take a break, okay? This is hard on you too.
Hey, you're stuck with me, Jess. For better or for worse, remember?
I don't deserve you.
I'll be back soon. If you upset her.
What happened? Jameson sick.
We have to tell him that. I have to tell him about us.
Would you come out here for a moment, please? I have to ask you a favor. I need you to do something for me.
Does this have anything to do with me and Clint?
No, it doesn't. No, I have more important things to think about.
All right, then. I'll do anything I can.
Remember that you said that. I need you to draw my blood and get it to the lab to be tested.
No.
Dorian, I'm Jessica's mother. If anyone's going to be a match, it's going to be me. And you and I both know that the chances of finding an unrelated donor are practically non-existent.
No doctor in his right mind is going to perform elective surgery on a transplant patient.
Look, I'm a major benefactor of this hospital. So is Asa. If I'm compatible, we'll simply convince the board to allow the surgery. That's all.
You could die.
That's okay. I've had a very long and a wonderful life. Jessie has her whole life ahead of her. She has a baby.
I know it's heartbreaking, but it's really not worth sacrificing yourself.
Well, can you come up with a better answer?
No, I'm afraid not. In this case, there are very few answers available.
I know you. And I know that if Adriana or Cassie were in this situation, if they were fighting for their lives, and there was even the tiniest possibility you could help them, you would do it, no matter the cost. Please, I will owe you forever. All you have to do is take my blood and get it tested. That's it. We can always figure out the rest later on.
Come with me.
Come. Thank you. Go ahead.
Thanks for the truth, Rex.
Well, if I gave you any less, you'd be out that door.
You said you didn't want to lose me.
And I'm sorry for what I did.
So, which is more important to you? Me? Or getting back at Tate?
It's more complicated than that. Do you believe that I love you?
We're not talking about you and me.
That's all this is about. Everything happened because Tate tried to mess us up.
You could have just walked away.
That's not who I am, and you know it. Now, you love me for me. And if not, then maybe we really are over.
You'll be careful with that, will you?
Of course I will. I don't want your blood on my hands. How would I explain it to people?
Wish fulfillment?
Cheap shot.
Thank you very much for doing this. I mean that.
I drew your blood. But for the record, I'm not going to perform an illegal transplant down in the hospital basement. I just want to set the record clear on it.
How are you going to get the lab to test the blood?
I have my ways. Really? You do have a control issue, don't you?
Are we ready?
Yes. Yes, we are. Thank you. Lead the way.
Okay. How's Jessica?
Scared out of her mind and try not to show it.
Okay.
Is she up for a visitor?
Nash is with her.
You're okay with that?
Jessica wanted to see him to talk about Bree.
It's good of you to let him do that.
And
what? What's wrong?
I needed time away.
Away from Jesse? Antonio, you don't have to be strong for her all the time.
I don't wish it were about that.
Well, if it's too painful, I'll understand.
What's painful is Tess and what she did. She cared more about getting high for an hour than about living her life. How stupid do you have to be to share a needle with a stranger, a junkie? Even if Jess knew, and if she just knew that one time.
She wouldn't lie about something like that.
I hate Tess for doing this to her. And Jessica is so scared. But when I look at her right now...
When you look at her, you see Tess.
Yeah, I do. And all I feel is anger. I had to get out of the room.
I know you love one and you hate the other, but they're the same person. Is exactly the same way it was with Vicky and Nikki.
If there was no Nikki,
there would be no Tess. Believe me, I've been thinking about that ever since we heard the news.
Do you blame Vicky?
Not as much as she blames herself.
You don't have to answer this. But was Nikki the reason you and Vicky split up?
In part. But it was more complicated than that.
You guys still love each other?
In a way, yeah, we do. I never even thought that we would split. And every time we got back together, we both thought it would last.
I'm sorry.
Antonio, are you afraid that your feelings for Tess are getting in the way between you and Jesse?
I don't know. But if Tess were real, if she were a separate human being, I'd kill her for what she did to Jessica.
I felt the same way about Nikki, and she was far worse than Tess.
That selfish bitch is as good as killed my wife.
So Nash is Bree's father?
Yeah. And Nash is in love with Jessica.
Not Tess?
Not anymore.
But she's married.
Yes, and that's never stopped him before.
So her husband doesn't know?
Oh, he knows. But he knows that Jessica loves him.
Miles, we're ready for you.
Great. You know, Jessica, she's really lucky to have a husband like that who cares for her. You can see it in his eyes. He's very protective.
Sometimes to a fault.
Well, that's good. He's not going to let anything get in the way of Jessica getting well.
You don't have to tell Antonio now.
He loves me so much, Nash. And the longer this goes on, the more it's going to hurt him when the truth finally comes out.
When you're stronger.
No.
Okay?
No more excuses. He has to know that I betrayed him.
You didn't betray him. You can't help who you fall in love with.
That's not the point, Nash. I can't ask him to go through this with me. It's too much.
Well, he's not going to stay away anyway, so...
Well, he's not going to have a choice because if I get better, I'm leaving him.
I just don't think now's the right time.
Why?
Because you need to get better. You need to get stronger. When you do, then we'll tell them together. Okay?
Oh, thank God.
Is she alive?
She's breathing. Evangeline, hang in with me, okay? Paramedics are on their way. Saeed, go get up.
I'm fine. Is everybody else okay?
I don't know. We don't know yet.
What's happening?
Because you got hit on the head, you might have a concussion, okay? Just sit right there. Paramedics are going to check you out.
My God, what's happening? Nora? Is Nora dead?
No such luck.
Stand back.
Right, these 4 right here, they were gassed. They need oxygen. Evangeline, she's the worst right there. She's been out I don't know how long. I gave her CPR. She came around. Here, Chris. How's she doing?
Alive. That's about all I can say. Do we know what we're dealing with?
Yeah, like I said, I think it's gas. No, we know where the source.
The sooner we can narrow it down, the better.
All right, as soon as I know, you'll know. What?
Yes, lie still.
Somebody gassed Christian studio. Okay? Hey, Lindsay?
Who would do something like this?
The arsonist is raising the stakes. This was attempted murder.
Close the pulse. We're losing her.
We need to get her out of here now.
Wake up. Okay, I'm going with her, bro. All right, you get yourself checked out. Okay? You were exposed too, Chris.
Prove I can trust you.
Done.
You'll leave Tate alone?
Yep.
Seriously, Rex.
Well, what are my options? Make the woman I love happy, or get revenge on Tate and spend the rest of my life alone and miserable? I think I'll take option A.
You're impossible.
But am I forgiven?
Let's see, what are my options? Dump the man I love, or forgive him and spend the rest of my life blissfully happy? I think I'll go with option B.
You mean it?
Consider this the shortest breakup in history.
Can we kiss and make up?
Here?
Or my place?
Not tonight, Rex.
But I thought you said you forgave me.
I do. But I have a lot of damage control to do because of you. So I need to go home and take care of business. Can you handle that?
Absolutely. I'll call you.
I'll call you.
Cell phone's on, batteries recharged. Does that sound too desperate?
Sometimes desperate is nice. Be good.
Scout's honor.
You were never a scout.
Never too late to join. Jordan? Hi.
Hi back.
Are you busy?
I am just checking my investments. How are you?
I could use some advice.
Sit.
Thanks.
Is this about that woman that you like?
A little stuck in the progress department.
Well, then raise the stakes. No woman can resist a hero. Especially when he rides in and rescues her.
But she's not in danger.
Technicalities. Find a workaround. Use your imagination. I know you're good at that.
Natalie, we're ready for you. Now listen to me. I don't want you to be disappointed if you're not a match.
Antonio, can I get you anything? Maybe some coffee?
Agreeing to be tested is enough. Thank you.
My pleasure. Yes, thank you. It's really very, very generous of you. Now, Vicky, don't make it sound as if I've never done anything generous in my life.
Don't start anything.
It's all right. It's all right. Let me get some tea.
Ash's time is up.
Nash loves her.
Always made that perfectly clear.
You know, even if Jessica gets better, and I hope and pray that she does, it's not going to end very well for Nash, is it?
I'm afraid not.
I'll find the strength to tell Antonio. Now and alone.
Jessica.
Nash, it's going to be so much harder for him if you're here.
I'm responsible.
No, you're not responsible. You didn't slip something in my drink.
Oh, I sure feel like you slipped something in mine. I never meant for this to happen.
Are you sorry?
Not for a moment.
Let me do this my way, okay?
Time's up, Nash. Jessica needs a rest. Take care of yourself.
I will.
Get some sleep?
Not now.
I'll ask Michael if you just said it.
Antonio, don't. I have to talk to you.
What did he say?
Nothing. This is between you and me.
I can wait.
No. I can't. I've waited too long.
Now you're scaring me.
I'm scared too. But we can't put this off any longer.
I'm serious, Rox. Adriana took me back. Yes, some serious groveling was involved. I promised her that I'd stop digging up dirt on Tate. Stop laughing. I'm keeping this promise. At least, I'm not going to go public with anything. Even if I find out he's an axe murderer.
Well, if you create a situation that makes her afraid, then you can come in and save her. And that makes you a hero.
I won't hurt her.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm suggesting at all. I'm just saying that if you bring her to the point of feeling threatened, well, you can ride in and rescue her.
That seems cruel.
You asked me for my advice on how to make this woman fall for you. That's the problem, right?
Yes.
Miles, you need to make this happen. Opportunity is knocking. Open the door.
Wait, how's Desiree?
You'll need to ask the doctors.
How is she?
I don't know. But I don't think it's good.
Okay, secure the corridor and studio. Where's CSU?
5 minutes out.
All right. I want you to have all the other units canvass this area. See if anybody saw anyone or anything that is suspicious. I mean, Saheed was right. This is attempted murder. And we got to get this guy before he kills somebody else.
Yes, sir.
How is Jessica?
Oh, no one deserves this.
No, I won't argue with that.
I'm gonna get some air. Excuse me.
Hey, thank you very much.
Vicky, I'm worried about you. Have you been keeping up with your anti-rejection medication?
Yes. Of course I am. I'm taking very good care of myself. I'm certainly not going to fall apart now.
Okay, you need your rest.
Well, I'm getting my rest, honestly. I'm taking care of myself. You please take care of my daughter.
How long before the test results get back?
The test results are top priority.
You know, I'm going to call Kevin and Joey and have them get tested in London.
I'll tell you what, I'll call everybody I know, including my girls. I'll tell them Jessica just needs us.
Thank you, Dorian.
You know, I'm worried about Nash. I don't think he should be out there alone.
Why?
Because he's in pain and he needs a friend.
Nash doesn't deserve to have friends.
Natalie.
What, Dad? I mean, he wants Jessica, but he doesn't care who he hurts to get her.
He loves her as much as we do.
That doesn't give him the right to ruin Jessica's life.
Well, I don't think that's what he's doing.
No, I agree with Natalie.
Thank you.
Look, I can understand your anger, but really, would Jessica want you to feel this way?
Look, nobody should have to go through this alone, all right? You give Joey and Kevin my love. Tell them I will call them again a little later. Excuse me.
Well,
Nash shouldn't even be here.
excuse me. I think your father has made it clear what he wants us to do, and I think we should abide by his decision. Okay, now, come on. Let's get busy with those phone calls, shall we, girls?
Son, we're all worried about her.
Yeah?
Mark my words, she's going to fight. The way she's fought through every obstacle in her life. She's a strong young woman.
She's going to need it. She's going to need every bit of strength she's got.
Nothing's more important than your health. Get some sleep and
Don't
then
tell
we'll
me
talk.
what's important, Antonio, please.
Take it easy.
Not until you listen to me.
Okay, all right. Tell me.
Please don't make me.
Jessica.
You were my best friend in the whole wide world. You've always made me feel loved and protected.
What's wrong?
I don't know why it wasn't enough. And I'm so sorry. I'm just so sorry. I'm in love with Nash.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
Why'd you come back, Pop?
To help you.
Evangeline has lapsed into a coma.
Jessica is in love with me.
We're meant to be together.
Watch weekdays on ABC, weeknights on SoapNet.